As you all know, Liebherr is one of the leading manufacturers of construction machinery. But Liebherr is much more than that. We are pioneers. We play a critical role in shaping the progress of technology in many industry sectors, and in addressing today the challenges that customers will face tomorrow. As a key supplier in the wind turbine sector, literally everything we do today revolves around the energy supply for tomorrow. From individual wind turbine components to rotor blade assembly, virtually the entire world of wind energy can be found within Liebherr. Our products therefore make a critical contribution to the energy transition, enabling technologies for tomorrow's construction industry, such as advanced, highly efficient electric drives, are already part of everyday life for us and our customers. At the Liebherr Aerospace Division, work is in progress today on the next generation of electric actuators, the electric wing, and electric air conditioning, as well as on-board thermal and energy management for the aircraft of tomorrow. Based on its extensive experience with highly integrated aircraft systems, Liebherr was also one of the first technology companies to be involved in the development of on-board aircraft fuel cell applications. A wide range of products from the Liebherr Group play a pivotal role in primary energy supply, such as power generation, fossil fuels, natural gas and hydrogen. We have the systems know-how to meet the ever-increasing stringent emission regulations. This includes development of our own exhaust after-treatment systems that reliably reduce exhaust emissions and harmful particulates. Welcome to Liebherr. Welcome to the future. Join us now in a tour of the construction site of tomorrow.
So, welcome to Munich, welcome to bauma 2022, and especially a warm welcome to Liebherr. We are happy to have you with us here at the big booth of Liebherr, and we are here to show you all the innovations about Liebherr. And when I say we, it means Alex. We just saw him at the LED wall. Is with me, so nice to have you here, Alex.
Yeah, I'm also happy to be here. Wow, what 3 years since 2019. Yeah, and also this year we brought many new innovations with us, and I would suggest, Marcus, we do not waste time, we start on immediately.
Yes, and no doubt you will recall from the last bauma we took a look at the construction site of the future. So let us have a look again at the topics we discussed at that time. Together now and tomorrow, and the key phrases mentioned included the tailor-operated dozer and the office of the future, and go.
Yeah, absolutely. We spoke about construction site 4.0, meaning that everybody involved in the construction site process received all important information immediately. What an exciting picture of the future.
Yes, of course, but what does this future actually look like? We will show you the key pillars of support for our lives. So let's now take a look together at the city of the future. So here we are. Welcome to the city of the future. A really fantastic layout. I would like to live here, and especially I would like to be at the stadium. Not about only the sports, but also about the nature around such a football stadium.
Yeah, absolutely. The environment will be one of our focus points for this year's show. And Markus, I would suggest let's lay out a park near your football stadium. And therefore we look into our Office of the Future, and Carlo, our office planner, she already selected the construction site, and today for the environment we will select a brand new wheel loader with zero emission, our battery powered L507 electric, and together with our wheel loader she will now select hydraulic compactor plate, a perfect match for gardening and landscaping. And if you watched our showcase last bauma, you know what will come next. Carol is now laying out the green and defining all 3D data on the fly here in her office of the future. She's now defining the 3D data. Wow, this is a huge park. And all this data is now collected in our server, and we calculate a job ticket for our operator.
And the operator, called Mark, is already sitting in his reloader and is crawling forward. And it's astounding how quiet this electric machine is. Yeah, so very quiet, this machine.
Absolutely. As you know it from maybe your electric car, these electric drives, they are super precise to control, but do not make the mistake to underestimate our small wheel loader. There is all the punch you expect from an electric powered vehicle.
So here it just arrived, and the driver is already coupling the compactor and plate. And as we know from Ecofix, he doesn't have to get out, he can couple all the hydraulic functions at the touch of only one button. And all those visitors at the side of the exhibition stand will now get a small foot massage. Yeah. So, should feel good.
Yeah, we can also feel it here, and there is a lot of staying power this wheel loader can provide, and this is necessary because a hydraulic compactor plate is a demanding application. But don't worry, Marcus, our L507 can run the whole day with only one on charge.
Okay, but let's talk about charging. Where and how do I charge this wheel loader?
Yeah, there's a very intelligent solution. We can now look into our wheel loader, and inside the machine you can see the battery, the electric motor, and you can see the charging electronics is on board. So you can charge the wheel loader on a conventional socket at 220 or 380 volt, or with a quick charger in no time.
And for example, you can plug it in at a distribution board during the lunch break, in the same way a small refreshment is a pick-me-up for my body. So this is classic Liebherr ingenuity. So I can see the wheel loader is already set to go, and the lawn is already being laid. Yeah, so everything's done here in our garden.
Absolutely, you can see it here, but I'm sorry, we have to go on immediately. So we remove the green now, and yeah.
We go over to the next topic because we want to see how our other machines can work, and we have to come to our stadium, so we have to build a street, perhaps a smart road for e-cars in the future.
Absolutely, and we brought a lot of new information with us for the road of the future. But before we can start, Marcos, we need some raw material. So I would suggest first to mine this raw material in our quarry nearby. The only thing I can say is, construction site banner, please take over in the office of the future.
So we can see a very huge quarry here. We've already heard so much about the environment. I'm asking myself how it will be achieved here.
Yeah, our construction site banner, she's now defining the area to mine, defining the material, and the perfect match with zero emission for this demanding application is our brand new R9XX H2, and it is a hydrogen powered excavator. And together with this excavator, we also select our stone grab SG30 to show how powerful this new energy out of power and water can be.
So right now we see the My Liebherr portal is called up quickly. We recognize that from 2019. So what data can you see here precisely?
Yeah, My Liebherr got a renovation since last bauma. We added a lot of additional information. We can look inside the portal live now, and you can see at the bottom area the performance monitoring, where Caro can read out the utilization, the power, how long until we finish the mining operation. And on the top side you see all the maintenance data, the service information, and as you can see, all in the green.
Not quite, Alex, because there is a yellow sign and the central lubrication system has to be refilled. So what does it mean for our job?
Yeah, this is also a clever new feature. We not only provide the information that the central lubrication is empty, we provide the solution, simple, to refill it. But we can do this in the evening, so we can go on immediately.
Okay, so we don't hesitate. Guillaume is ready for takeoff and is crawling with our R9XXH2 already. And H2 means oxygen and hydrogen, and that's not just written here on the side, it's actually in the machine.
Absolutely, you can see our hydrogen refilling station here, and this excavator is in the moment running on hydrogen, a world premiere at bauma 2022, and won also the Innovation Award this year on bauma. So congratulations to our colleagues in France and Germany.
So remembering my school time and the chemistry lessons in hydrogen combustion, H2 plus oxygen produces in the end H2O, that means water.
Impressive, you got the right solution. Virtually you could drink this water out of the exhauster, but please don't try to do it because you would burn your lips. But I'm quite sure our guests are now interested how this technique works, so we can also look inside our machine to show you. Yeah, you can see there is a tank for the hydrogen, and you see a piston engine. Yeah, so it is more or less a comparably conventional machine.
Yeah, but with regenerated fuels, the decisive question keeps coming up. How long can you run on a full tank?
Yeah, this depends on two things. First of all, the chop at hand. You can see, for example, handling stones and the tank volume built into our excavator. Here we can see a comparably small volume, but in full size, outside in the quarry, this machine can work a full long working day with one filling.
Okay, as we can see, our good Guillaume has already finished with enough material here for the roadway, but first of all, it will be crushed. And if I'm not mistaken, now we come to the dozer. You just mentioned in 2019 we had our remote controlled dozer, but first of all, whatever happened to the project, to the 7XXX?
Yeah, it's all done and dusted. The product is already available. We call it Lyricon, Liebherr Remote Control, and we show this Lyricon in operation outside in our test ground, in our test and drive area, and we will now switch over to Tony, our operator.
Hello, Alex. Hello.
Hi, Tony. Yeah, and Tony is in his Lyricon command station controlling our Liebherr R736 Generation 8 bulldozer, and you can see all this monitoring around him, a perfect view to the construction site, and in the background you see the dozer, and as promised at last bauma, you can also switch over to an excavator. And good news for all our guests, you can also test try out this machine. Tony will make room, and then you can sit in the driver chair and daily command our machinery.
And you should do that really, because it's a great experience with those teleoperated machines. So in the meantime, our planner has located the correct section of road and will now select the task of laying down material. So we have a look again at our office of the future. The assignment is road construction. Right now, material build-up on formation, but there's a warning.
Yeah, the CO2 balance is exceeded because she selected diesel, and with every machine here at our booth you can now switch over to HVO. This is a substitute fuel which reduced CO2 carbon footprint, and as you can see, everything solves out. She's now selecting a 3D model with an inclination, and now we need an operator. This is Rudy today, you can see top down there. And Rudy's experience column with the bulldozer is short, but don't worry, with the Liebherr assistance systems, they support Rudy in a perfect manner. It's easy to operate our bulldozer.
Okay, so let's now switch over to Rudy. The top ticket should have arrived by now. Yes, here we can see him, and he's already driving up with all the data inside his cabin.
Yes, exactly. The first thing Rudy is doing now, he is selecting a cross-section, inclination, and 4-degree speed. And as you can see, just by pressing the magic button, activating definition grade, look at that grading, everything perfect. Really, congratulations. Yeah, with definition grade, everybody can dose.
Okay, I will do that tonight when nobody's watching, believe me. So the road is ready for private transport, but in the city of the future there's also no doubt a lot of public transport. So let's take a look at our subway construction site. I think it's just around the corner.
Yeah, Hanno, our construction site planner, has already selected this application, and you can see also with zero emission, which is absolutely important in a tunnel. We selected an electric powered excavator, grid connected, so this machine is running with a cable, and you can see there are the power connection points, and this is our tunnel project.
But one question, isn't it rather impractical to always be dragging the power cable behind?
Yeah, same problem as with your vacuum cleaner at home, dragging the cable always behind you, and we have a solution this year, and this solution is called the mobility kit. There is a battery inside our excavator, and with this battery the machine can move from one connection point to the next.
Okay, that sounds very practical. So our excavator can be operated without any time restrictions or being physically tied on one power point.
Yeah, we can see this now in our Office of the Future. You can see the connection points in the tunnel project, and Harry is selecting the next point, and on we go.
So our tunnel excavator is already in position, driven by Fabrice, and connected to the cable. As we just explained, he got there using the mobility pack, and we can now watch it again live.
Absolutely. This is the mobility kit on the rear end of our excavator. You see the cable connector, and in this battery there is the power for traveling. And in the moment, Fabrice is now connected to the power grid, so full power is available, and Fabrice is using this power, taking advantage of this power with our milling cutter, and he will now form a tunnel profile for us. Yeah, you can see the milling cutter now in operation, and don't worry, there are no stones falling down, you need no hard heads. Yeah, and with precision, our mill is now profiling our tunnel, lightning fast, and Fabrice has already finished his work, and he's moving down now to the park position. And now, this is the very moment to demonstrate our mobility kit. The next thing we are doing is now, as you can see, we disconnect the socket. It's no magic trick. The machine is now running on battery power.
So Fabrice is moving away from our construction site, but you left us some building rubble behind. What to do with that?
Of course, also this rubble is processed in our recycling center. Urban mining is the term applied to extraction of raw materials from city waste. And here we are already in our recycling site, and this rubble is now processed outdoor, so with long travel distances and high power demand.
Okay, Alex, but please let me add 2 points. I would say it would be great if we could also operate in this site, recycling operation in zero emission mode. and perhaps whisper-quiet with an electrical drive?
Wow, you're challenging us today with unlimited power. This is not even possible in cars. I have to rephrase it for our guests. You demanded electric power, zero emission, and unlimited in distance. That's not an easy one, to be honest. Yeah, but Caro, our clever construction site planner, found the perfect solution, and I promise it is a very futuristic solution, a wheel loader with fuel cell.
Yeah, okay. We heard that mentioned in the introduction about Liebherr Aerospace, but what exactly can we expect from that?
Yeah, so even if it is future tech, it's here on our booth, it's behind us, and Mark is running a wheel loader with a fuel cell. I have to look back because this machine is super silent, running on electric power, and this machine is now running on hydrogen, on green hydrogen, from a wind turbine farm close to here. And to answer your question, a fuel cell is thermal conversion from hydrogen directly to power. So this is an electric machine, and let's look into the machine, how it's done. Here you can see there's a fuel cell, the hydrogen tank, and you can see a battery. And maybe you notice from your car, when you go downhill or when you're braking, you regenerate, you recuperate this power, store it in the battery, and Mark in a moment is running on this battery power.
Okay, so let's have a look at our recycling depot here. It's very tight, not enough space for so many people and so many machines. So in 2019 we learned that wheel loaders are equipped with modern assistance systems. Wouldn't that make sense here?
Yeah, absolutely. And what we told you, what we promised you in 2019 today is reality. You remember maybe this active person recognition system with brake assist, the 360 degrees sky view camera. All these options are now available, and we packed them all in one of our wheel loaders, the L546. Best chance for you and our guests to experience them in the wheel loader over there. And one additional feature I brought with me, the intelligent tire pressure monitoring.
Okay, so we are familiar with that in our private cars, and I often wonder if such heavy machines have enough air in their tires.
Yeah, this is important for the service life of the tire, for the efficiency of the whole machine, and don't worry, Mark can see, like in the modern car, everything in his cockpit, so the pressure in each tire. And for all fans of my Liebherr, we also transmit this data in the My Liebherr software, and we can see this here on our screen. You can see the live pressure in the tire, and you can see how this changes over a working day or week. So perfect information from My Liebherr.
So we're still here at our recycling center, and you've already touched on the topic of urban mining, so we should change over to scrap. Let's sort some scrap.
Yeah, scrap material handling is also a strong point for Liebherr, and also here we would like to work with zero emission and with an electric excavator, and our fans, they already know what I'm speaking of, our new star, the LH26. Yeah, and here we can see the recycling center, and also here we have different power connection points available, and Caro is selecting the next one and is sending the job ticket to Benny, our operator.
Yeah, Benny is already sitting in the machine and drives now to its workstation on battery power again. So here too we use the mobility kit of Liebherr.
Yeah, a perfect opportunity also for our guests on the balcony, because you can see the battery pack from above. It is on the engine hood, top of the engine hood, and there lays the power for traveling between the connection points.
So now we can see the machine has arrived and is being plugged in right now. So this is not exactly the plug connector I recognize from home.
Yeah, this is a socket for heavy-duty use. I've learned that more than 140 kilowatt are installed behind the curtains, so ample power for Benny to operate our excavator connected to the power grid.
Okay, and here it is starting off at full electric power. Whisper quiet, but not too long, because with our new GMM35 sorting grab, it will get loud right now. So what's the actual innovation about the GMM35?
Yeah, this is a brand new attachment. The only thing remaining is the Liebherr quality. All other features are brand new geometry for perfect penetration, as you can see and hear in a moment. But even better material. Yeah, this new sorting grab GMM35 is now really digging into the scrap. Poor old refrigerator. Benny has no mercy and all power at hand.
So it seems to be easy and funny too to work with this attachment, but we have to interrupt, Mark, because we have to switch over to another topic. So we have to talk about plastic recycling and one of your favorites about a Taylor operator, a Taylor loader handler, telescopic handler.
Absolutely, and with pleasure. The telehandler is the perfect opportunity to explain individual drive features on one single machine, because our telehandlers, telescopic handlers, will be available in the future in 3 different drive modes. As HVO machine with this substitute fuel with a super low carbon footprint, as a hybrid machine, also interesting, driving conventionally outdoor and switching over to battery mode indoor. And maybe you know this from your car with all these cool features like boost mode or energy recuperation, this battery where you store the energy to extend the charge during the day.
And the third option is the pure battery drive, and as we can see, the assignment duration drops a little, but the machine is operating emissions-free. The battery is charged to 80%, which is sufficient, and it is able to start. And all these data and all the functions of the My Liebherr portal. If you're interested in some more information, just move over to one of our buildings here, the Service and Digital Solutions building. There you will get more information about that.
Yeah, and Rudy can't wait to start on with our battery-powered telescopic handler, also a world premiere here in bauma, and super silent he's closing in. Look at the ground clearance, even with the battery back, perfect all-around visibility. Yeah, and Rudy brought something with him, and I can promise it is not only recycling waste.
Yeah, because we have some surprise for you. So this is an advent calendar. Do anybody need that? You?
For Christmas?
For Christmas. It's only 2 months to go to Christmas. So, kleiner Adventskalender für dich. Schau mal. Huh? Da freuen sich doch die Kinder. So, what else do we have here? Who likes to paint? Yeah? Okay. So that's for painting. And some gloves. Oh, I think they're too big for you, but give it to your father. It's okay. So, and some caps, some baseball caps. Who likes the baseball cap? Okay. You're welcome. So let's move over. Okay.
For this boy here, because he's really, he has these Liebherr eyes.
Ah, these Liebherrs. It's a cap, but it's too big. Oh, we have a kid's cap. Do you like that? You have one? Oh, it's cool.
This is nice of him.
Yeah.
So,
anyone else?
Pass it on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So he has already a cap, but not a Liebherr cap. So you should change that. Please take this one. Okay, looks really better. So cool. Let's walk over to the other side of our presentation area. So to make a short summary, what are the key points in the innovation by Liebherr?
Yeah, as you can see here, electric power, of course, as a battery machine, like our telescopic handler, or grid connected with mobility kit. Also super interesting, this HVO, this substitute fuel with the super low carbon footprint. Yeah, and last but not least, hydrogen power in a piston engine and in a fuel cell. So at Liebherr we are ready for the future.
Not only for the future, but also for the present. So, to close our demonstration today, we would like to say thank you for being here. and we hope you enjoyed the show. And if you're interested in some more of our new products, please stay here at our big booth of Liebherr. We have many information points here, and our product experts are there to answer your questions, so just move over to every point. We have an information wall for the LED, so yeah, there you can see where all these information points are. And right in the middle of our booth, so it means it's the heart of our booth, the Innovation Lab. So what can be expected there?
An absolute recommendation for our guests to visit our Innovation Lab this year, because we have on display all these modern drives. You can lay hand on a fuel cell or on our hydrogen engine, 3D holographic displays, so a lot to experience, and there we answer all your questions.
Okay, so it's time to say goodbye, it's time to say thank you, especially to our drivers, so please keep our hands together for all our operators today. They made a great job. Have fun here at Liebherr and enjoy the bauma 2022. Goodbye.
Thank you.